Dear students, now we will do exercise 8D, question number 4. Express the following in the simplest form and then evaluate it. When A equals 7 and B equals 4, 4A square, it is 4A square minus 2 square bracket B plus A braces 3 minus A braces closed plus 3B square and square bracket close. Student, this is our algebraic expression. This is our question, and we have to first express it in the simplest form. First, we have to solve it. We have to bring it to its simplest form. Now, first, second, third, fourth. At the fourth step, it is in the simplest form. Then in the next steps, we will put the values and we will evaluate it. Okay, now let's do it. 4A square minus from this is square bracket B plus up till this all the terms are taken copied down in this step. Now 3A, we will remove this braces and A will be multiplied by 3 and it will become 3A. A has positive sign, 3 also has a positive sign, so with 3A there will be positive sign. Now A will be multiplied by A and it will becomes A square. I am repeating, A multiplied by A multiplied by A gives us A square. Now let's multiply the signs because signs are equally important. Positive sign multiplied by negative sign gives us a negative sign. Plus 3B square and square bracket closed. This term will be copied down in this step without any changing. Okay, now in this second step we will remove this square bracket. Outside the square bracket is minus 2. Okay, we have to multiply minus sign with all the terms inside the square bracket and we have to multiply 2 with all the terms inside the square bracket. 4A square will be written as it is without any changing, but negative 2 will be multiplied by B. First multiply 2, we will multiply 2 with B, it will give us 2B. Now we will multiply the sign. B has a positive sign and 2 has a negative sign. Negative multiplied by positive gives us a negative 2B. Now let's do this term which is positive 3A. First multiply the number 2 with term 3A. 2 will be multiplied by 3A and it will give us 2 times 3 is 6A. Now let's multiply the signs. Negative sign multiplied by positive signs will give us negative sign. It will be negative 6A. Now we will multiply negative 2 by negative A square. Okay, first multiply 2. 2 multiplied by A square will give us 2A square. Now let's multiply signs. Negative sign multiplied by negative sign gives us a positive sign. So positive 2A square. Now let's multiply the third term which is positive 3B square with negative 2. First multiply 2 with 3B square. It will give us 2 times 3 is 6B square. Now let's multiply the signs. Negative sign multiplied by positive sign gives us negative sign, negative 6B square. Okay, students, you should do this step very carefully. Squares are very important. Don't forget the squares. 4A squares will be copied down as it is plus 2A square. Okay, a square and a square are the like terms. So I am writing these two terms together because these are like terms. 4a square and this positive 2a square. These are like terms because both has variable a square, a square. Okay, then negative 2b, negative 2b, negative 6a and negative 6b square will be copied down from the above step in this step. Now positive 4a square and positive 2a square gives us 6a square. Negative 2b, negative 6a and negative 6b square, all these remaining terms will be copied down in the next step. Now this is a very important step and we should know that this mm, step this step cannot be further simplified because these are all unlike terms. 6a square minus 2b minus 6a minus 6b square, these are all unlike terms because their variables are different. First term has variable a square, it has b, it has a, it has b square. They are all unlike terms. Now it is the simplest form, it is the simplified form. Then now we will evaluate it, means instead of variables we will put numerals, we will put their values. 6 as it is, and instead of a square we will put its value. The value of a is 7, 7 square minus 2, and b, the value of b is 6 minus 6a minus 6, the value of a is 7 minus 6b square minus b, okay, 6b square minus 6 as it is, and b square we will replace this variable by its numeral or by its value. Instead of b square we will write its value 6 square. Value of b is 6, so 6 square. This step is called substitution. We are substituting variables by numerals. Okay, in the next step 6. Now 7 square. 7 square means 7 times 7, and 7 times 7 is equals to 49. Mostly students mistake is 7 times square, they write here 14. 7 square doesn't mean 7 times 2. 7 square means 7 times 7, and that is 49. Now 2 times 6 is 12, 6 times 7 is 42, and first we will solve the square. 6 square doesn't mean that 6 times 2, 12. No, 6 square means 6 times 6, that is equals to 36. Okay, in the next step 294. 6 times 49 gives us 294 minus 12 minus 42 as it is, and minus 216. 6 times 36 gives us 216. Okay, now 294 is positive. 294 minus 12 gives us 282. You have to subtract 12 from 294. It will give us 282. Now negative 42 and negative 216 we will copy down. Now we will subtract 42 from 282. It will give us 240, and this negative 216 will come down. Now subtract 216 from 240. It will give us 24. Students, it was an easy question. I hope you will understand it.